All right, listener name. Today, we're gonna dive into something that's, well, it's gonna make you think differently about how you talk to your elected officials.
Yeah.
It all starts with this story out of Connecticut, and, well, you'll see. It's a pretty wild one.
It really highlights how technology is changing things,
Hmm.
especially AI, when it comes to actually getting involved and participating in government.
Okay, so imagine this. You run a CBD shop, and out of nowhere, there's this bill in the state legislature. And this bill could put you out of business.
Oh, wow.
What do you do?
I mean, most people would try to get the word out, make some calls,
Well,
write to their representatives, maybe even organize a protest or something.
right. Exactly. But this CBD shop owner in Connecticut, Kenneth Bastian, he's the guy at the center of all this.
Right.
And he's not like most people. He decides to fight this using algorithms. Yeah. He builds this whole AI tool just for writing testimony to the legislature.
Oh, wow, that's thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a tool that can take what you're thinking and feeling, all your concerns, and turn them into something lawmakers can relate to.
Exactly. Like the article we've got here from CT Insider, it's called CBD Shop Owner Creates New AI Tool to Streamline Public Testimony. And it says he actually got over 146 people to use his tool, all when there was this big cannabis bill up for debate.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a lot of people.
That's really something. I mean, it shows you how many people want to be involved but don't know how. Or maybe it's just too intimidating to figure out the process.
I know I'd be intimidated. Who has the time to write out these perfectly worded arguments? Especially when you're trying to run a business. And, take care of your family. Life gets in the way.
Exactly.
This AI tool is like having your own personal speechwriter on call 24/7.
It's like everyone gets to have their own lobbyist. That's what I find so interesting about this story.
Me too.
It's like it democratizes the art of persuasion and getting your point across. It's not just about making it easier, though, is it? There's a real power dynamic we got to think about here. Like, who usually has the money to hire fancy lobbyists? Who gets to craft these arguments that really persuade lawmakers? It's the big companies, right? Special interest groups.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
So you're saying this AI tool could actually even show this a playing field?
That's the hope, anyway. It could give regular people,
Yeah.
you and me,
Yeah.
the ability to be heard by these lawmakers, just like those big corporations.
That's a powerful idea.
It is. But the article does bring up a good point. Like, does AI-generated testimony, could it actually make individual voices matter less?
Oh, that's interesting. So it's like, on the one hand, we're giving people the tools to actually participate. But if everyone's using AI to write their messages, are we really getting the diversity of opinions we need in a democracy?
Exactly. It's like, what if everyone starts sounding the same? Like they're all reading from the same AI script.
Right.
Are lawmakers even going to be able to tell what people really care about then?
It's kind of creepy when you think about it. And it gets even weirder. The article mentions that AI might not just be writing the testimony, it could even end up reading and analyzing it too.
Well, hold on. So you're saying
Yeah.
on the other end, it's not even a person reading these messages.
It could be AI all the way down.
That's getting into some Black Mirror territory.
Right.
The future, where our elected officials are basically just talking to algorithms.
Yeah.
Sending and receiving information.
Yeah.
And where did that leave us? Where do humans even fit in then?
It's a good question.
It really makes you wonder about the future of democracy itself.
It does. If AI is calling the shots, shaping how we talk about politics, what does that even mean for us? It's like we're about to switch to this whole new way of doing things. Instead of going door to door, or, those town hall meetings, being involved means using algorithms. So, listener name, what do you think about all of this? Is this just how politics is going to be from now on, or is this the start of something, little dystopian?
It's tough to say, for sure. No easy answers here.
Yeah.
This really makes you think about technology's role in a democracy.
For sure.
And not just this one AI tool. It's bigger than that. It makes you ask, how do we use technology to make things better without letting it take over completely?
Right.
It can help people learn and connect.
Yeah.
But we also got to be careful.
Because
It's easy to misuse technology, and sometimes those unintended
more
consequences.
scary.
Yeah. And we got to be realistic, too. Even if everyone was comfortable using AI, what about access?
That's a good point.
Not everyone has the same opportunities. Reliable internet. Knowing how to use technology in the first place.
It's true, like they say.
Yeah,
The future is here. It's just not evenly spread out yet.
exactly.
So some people might love the idea of AI writing their testimony, but others could get left behind.
And that takes us right back to representation.
Right. If we're going to let algorithms influence our politics, we better make sure they're fair to everyone.
Absolutely.
It's a lot to think about. And this is really just the beginning when it comes to AI. Who knows what kind of impact it'll have on the world?
Exactly. And that's what's so great about these deep dives.
Yeah.
It's not about having all the answers right now. It's about asking the right questions.
And staying curious.
Exactly.
So, listener name, as you go about your day today, think about this story. What does it mean for you? What role do you want technology to play in your life? Keep exploring, keep questioning, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.